10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you? Yeah. Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. They'll run here with a rookie. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 48-yard punt, give him 9, though, on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Throwing, Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the 1st as well. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Looking now, and that's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
Cowboys, first down. First and goal, Dallas.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. Prescott now. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Prescott to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Prescott on third and goal. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. Fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Here we go with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened, but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Nothing fancy there. A little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Back to Krosky-Merritt on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Mariota to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Marcus Mariota scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter, here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
3rd and 12. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Jalen Lane deep for Washington. Pulled in at the 24. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now he's going to step up and run. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
18. And the Commanders' first down. First and 10.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 77 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. To throw is Mariota. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Oh, nice move. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
We'll get that to Javonte Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we like to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Dallas.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Williams will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Aubrey now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing, Mariota. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Debo going in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Mariota. To the sideline and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, but it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Prescott off play action. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on him and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line.
Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Dallas.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Prescott. Screen play set up for Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. looking to put a drive together. Throwing is Mariota. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
In motion right, Debo. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. It'll go as a gain of 4. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll throw again. Mariota. And it is caught. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
With that down in distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
Out of the gun, they go with Krosky-Merritt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the gun, Mariota. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point try now for Moody. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown.
Jake Moody to kick
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Prescott faking it on the end around and looking to throw.